könnte diese Musik einfach auf einem Dauerloop laufen lassen und keiner würde es merken. Einfach mal so ein Livestream, einfach mal so ein Q&A-Livestream machen, wo die ganze Zeit nur diese Musik läuft. Das wäre geil. Egal. Wir haben was zu erledigen. Ja. Hör auf mich abzuschießen. So. So, jetzt ist das Ganze auch ein bisschen aushaltbarer. Meine Ohren haben nämlich vom letzten Mal noch wehgetan. Ja, wir starten kein neues Spiel, sondern wir machen weiter. Ja, ist doch gut. Ich weiß, dass ich zu meinem letzten Save-File zurückgegangen bin. The only thing in my room is a fake sword covered in gold. All it does is make me feel that much more uncomfortable. Ja, egal. Leave the area? Ja. Ach, deswegen verlangsamt sich das manchmal, weil mir hier weil es hier Dinge gibt, die ich anklicken kann. Hi! Hi, Sakura! Bitte geh mir aus dem Weg! Was ist das? Warum ist hier Danger Keep Out? The door won't budge. It must be locked. Ja. Okay, Kartenoption. Map. Okay, also hier sind Leon, Sayaka und Sakura. Wir sind in seinem Raum, Toko. Ah, hier. Ah, nee, falsche Richtung. Hallo. Leon steht da vorne. Dann runter in die Akademie. Da müssen ja eigentlich irgendwelche Leute hier sein. Oder? Ja, der Rest müsste hier sein. Ja, die sind da und junger Hitler ist da drüben. Ach, hier in der Main Hall sind die. Die Main Hall müsste da unten sein, oder? Oder ist das der Emergency Exit? Ne, hier ist die Main Hall. Was geht ab? Yakia! Don't address me as if we're friends. Did I not make myself clear? I don't like you. Should I talk to Byakuya for a while? Yeah.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Chill. How many times do I have to tell you? You're annoying. Feel free to crawl off and die. I refuse to get discouraged and spend some time with Byakuya. Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to... Ja, wenn ich eins hätte. I have a question for you. Ah, you do?
That's right.
Something's been bothering me for a while now. I can't take it anymore. So to answer my question, I need you to explain to me what exactly your ultimate lucky student title means. Well, I don't totally get it myself, but what I do know is that I was picked at random from a pool of normal students.
So in other words...
So you just got into Hope's Peak Academy by blind luck. I see. Well, that answers my question. What was the question? How a commoner like you with absolute no unique talents or abilities could get into this school. Oh, I forgot to mention boring. How boring, untalented, utterly generic commoner got in. Boring? Genetic? Did you really have to list that all that off? But it's the truth. Maybe compared to you, the ultimate affluent progeny and all. But even I... You seem to think it's merely an issue of title. But make no mistake. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all ultimate.
In other words...
Which is to say, I am the ultimate perfection. Feel free to begin calling me that, in fact. These is really taking this to the extreme. You who have nothing. I who have everything. We are living proof that all men are not created equal. You have my pity, Makoto. Life can be very cruel indeed. And because I pity you so much, perhaps someday I'll allow you to hear my tale of glory. Consider it a blessing, a gift from me to you, to allow you to bask in my glory. Having finished this mean-spirited lecture, Byakuya left me standing there in silence. I learned one thing about Byakuya today. Anytime I talk to him, I need to be prepared for extreme psychological trauma. Yeah. Byakuya's report card has been updated on your experience with him. You just unlocked the skill Cool and Composed. Give yourself a pat on the back, you earned it. I did my best to keep my spirit from shattering like glass and went back to my room. Okay. There's no free time? There's still lots of time left in the day. I really don't feel like just sitting here. Maybe I'll take a look around. Ja, sollten wir auch machen. Ich meine, je mehr Zeit ich mit Byakuya verbringen kann, desto besser. Oh, hier ist er. Er ist in der Dining Hall. Wir sehen Report Card. Was gibt's denn Neues über ihn? Info. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they're all ultimate, which is to say I am the ultimate perfection. Skills, cool and composed. Ja, okay. Dann auf zur Dining Hall. Bam. Vielleicht hat er noch irgendwas zu sagen zu uns. Vielleicht ist er jetzt mal ein bisschen netter, wenn wir uns so cool und gelässig mit ihm abgeben. Was geht? So the only way to get out of here is to kill someone. Interesting. Should I hang out with Byakuya for a while? Na klar. Wenn wir ihn als ersten Freund haben, dann ist ja sowieso, dann kann man ja sowieso schon sagen, dass wir eigentlich auf der sicheren Seite sind, weil der Typ hat mehr Hirn als ich und jeder andere in dem Raum hier kombiniert. Man merkt, er hat nicht wirklich den Bock. I spent some time with Byakuya in silence. Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. Nice. Would you like to give Byakuya a present? Wenn ich doch mal eins hätte, ich habe keine Ahnung, wie man die bekommt. Oh, nighttime.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Pass mal auf, dass sie dich nicht auseinanderpflücken, mein Freund. The third day here has already come to an end. When will I... No, we... When are we gonna get out of here? Keine Ahnung, wahrscheinlich niemals. I lay on my bed and stared blankly at the ceiling. Before I knew it, I'd fallen into an uneasy sleep. Oh Gott, nein! Nicht der Scheiß schon wieder. I need an immediate, fast-acting pick-me-up. If it doesn't act now, it's the same as giving in to regret. What do you think guides the world? Speed, of course. That's why Formula 1 drivers are so popular. And any idiot can accomplish something if they take it slow. Even a human piece of excrement could create a masterpiece if they spent their entire life on it. Someone who does things in a timely fashion is both wise and admirable. Straight is better than a curve or an angle. Freestyle is better than the backstroke or breaststroke. Breaststroke. Nicht breaststroke. Drive-through is better than sit down. A Sunday comic artist is smarter than a graphic novelist. What I'm saying is speed is the gold standard of the standard
Which is
world.
why I said I need that pick-me-up.
Meanwhile, 0.0000002 seconds later. Moin.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
Nein. I woke up to the irritating sound of Monokuma's voice. Slowly pulled myself out of bed. Ugh. Another night of restless sleep. Day after day, I can feel the fatigue piling up. As soon as the thought had crossed my mind, the sound of the doorbell forced its way into my room. Was ist denn jetzt falsch?
Hey!
Oh god, a fantastic morning, isn't it? Taka? Now then, if you'll pardon the interruption. Without waiting for a reply, Taka barged into my room. Was willst du jetzt hier, Kumpel? What's up, Taka? No matter how intensely the stormy seas may batter me, I will not fall as long as my feet are firmly planted. You agree, right? I'm not sure I understand.
Without a doubt!
And if you can't do it alone, just find someone to support you and you can support them back.
You hear me?
That's how you can overcome any storm. Jetzt hör auf mich anzuschreien, Junge. I was thinking about it last night and I decided we all need to really come together. And that was when I realized. Every morning from now on, after the morning announcement, everyone should have breakfast
Quiet
together.
down and listen!
And now is the beginning of that fateful day. Please head to the dining hall at your earliest convenience.
Got it!
That's all for now. I have to let go everyone else know the good news. Taka didn't even wait for a reply. He turned and left before I could say a thing. Well, I guess I better head to the dining hall. Ja, das müssen wir wohl machen. Nun, hier sind wir alle. Fragen wir den Experten. He let out a heavy, annoyed sigh. I'd rather be ignored completely than suffer that kind of insult. Ach komm schon, hat gar nichts zu sagen. Was hast du zu sagen, Junko?
But more important,
Was ist denn das mit deinem Face? Okay, if I absolutely must talk to you, let's just hurry up and start the stupid meeting. Taka's gonna throw a fit if we don't. Ja, okay, chill mal.
Listen to me!
Okay, looks like everyone's here, so then let's begin our very first breakfast meeting.
Quiet down and listen!
Moko, Füße vom Tisch. Moko, ist mir scheißegal. Everyone, thank you for making time in your busy schedules to come together. I didn't make time for shit, you dragged me here. I know I already mentioned this earlier, but in order to get out of here, it is essential that we all cooperate with each other. And the first step is this breakfast meeting to allow us to become friends and build trust. Nein und nochmal nein. So from now on, let's all meet here in the dining hall every morning after the morning announcement. Now then, let's eat. Geht's dir gut, Toko? You want me to eat breakfast with other people? I've never done that before, so I'm not sure.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
but more important.
Anyway, did anyone happen to come up with any clues? Silence echoed through the dining hall.
Seriously?
Nothing at all?
Hey!
Anything it can be about how to get out or who's doing this? Nobody has anything?
Are you okay with this?
You are going to die.
Huh?
Huh?
Do you understand?
If you can't stop yourself from showing weakness in front of others, you will die.
Stop it!
What the hell? Don't even freaking joke about that! Was ist denn jetzt auch? Junge Celeste! I am not joking. Adaptability is survivability. Did I not say so? So you'd better hurry up and adapt to your new life here.
What the hell is this?
Have you gone completely insane? Adapt to my new life here? Do you have any idea what you're saying?
What?
Yeah, sounds like the girl wants to live here. And hell, more power to her. But shit.
Piece of shit!
No way in hell I'm living here. I'm getting out of here. I don't give a shit. Sure, feel free. Okay, so nobody has any clues?
What the heck?
One thing I can tell you is who's behind all this. Someone who's totally weird and messed up. Aui, hast du toll rausgefunden. Why else would we be trapped here in the first place?
Hey, listen.
Well, sure, it could be something like that. But for right now, actual clues are... Huh? What's up? If you think in terms of people who are really abnormal or bizarre, do you think maybe the person responsible for this could be a certain murderous fiend? A murderous fiend? Chihiro, do you have some idea who might be behind all this? Well, maybe. I mean, I can't really be certain, but...
Got it!
Hallo, chill, junger Hitler. Certainty is not a concern right now, although whatever remarks you may have.
You know?
Okay, well, have you guys heard of Genocide Jack? You mean that serial killer that's been in the news and all over the internet? A monstrous villain who's murdered scores of victims in a brutally bizarre fashion. The word bloodless was left at each murder scene, written in the victim's own blood. Whoever it is, he's like a ghost. He strikes without warning and disappears without a trace. And on the internet, they started calling him Genocide Jack. That about covers it, I think. They say he's claimed over 1,000 victims. It's just an urban legend though, right? I mean, even like 10 people would be totally insane. Toko sagt dazu gar nichts. Anyway, whoever Genocide Jack really is, he's obviously some kind of super crazy killer.
Huh?
And if he really is this ultimate psycho, I wouldn't be surprised if he put together something like this.
But
like I said, I can't be certain. I don't have any evidence or anything. It's just a thought. Naja, aber es ist
Hey,
eine
hold
Idee.
on.
But if they're the killer, isn't that like a killer of a problem for us?
yeah,
It's okay, everything's absolutely positively 100% without a doubt gonna be okay. Cause help's gonna be here soon, I'm sure of it. Huh? Help?
because, I mean,
We've been stuck in here a few days already, right? Nobody's been able to contact us, so I'm sure they're getting worried. I bet they called the police already. Wo kommt der ist auf einmal her?
this?
The police? You're putting your faith in the police? Bastard! What are you doing here?
Guys.
You guys, seriously? Do you understand what role the police exist to fill? All they're good for is being a foil, playing against a villain or anti-hero or evil organization. The bad guys come along and destroy them, and that shows how badass they really are. Are you sure you want to rely on such an unreliable group of losers? I mean, come on! If you really want to get out of here, all you gotta do is kill.
What the hell?
Why the hell are you laughing?
You know?
I'm just impressed at the total commitment to this whole act.
Come on.
You're still going on about that.
You're fucking dead.
So, Mr. Serial Killer Psycho Freak Bastard, what the hell do you want? Mr. Serial Killer Psycho Freak Bastard, huh? That's a pretty long name. German, maybe? Serienkiller Psycho Knallkopf Bastard. Nee, Serienkiller Psycho Knallkopf Hundesohn. Oder was? Das ist
Hey,
nicht
come
Deutsch.
on.
We know who you really are. Maybe if I ignore him, he'll just go away.
You son of a bitch.
Hey, don't ignore me, asshole! Okay, let's get back to business. Real life here has already begun, and a couple of days have gone by, and nobody's killing anybody. I thought all you kids were lazy and selfish, and here you are working together. But I'm totally bored. There's nothing you can say that'll make us start killing each other.
I got it!
Wait, I think... Yes! Ding, ding, ding! I figured it out!
In other words,
All of the mystery ingredients are here. Right people, right place. So why hasn't anyone killed anyone yet? That's what I couldn't understand. But I just realized there was one very important piece missing. What are you... If you want to know, I'll tell ya. It's motive. It's so simple. I just have to give everyone a motive.
Stop fucking around.
Motive? What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey,
Oh, by the way, there's something I want to show you guys.
You son of a bitch.
Stop changing the goddamn subject. I have a little video I'd like you all to see.
Ooh, how exciting.
Oh, but don't worry, it's not some pervy adult video or anything. Seriously, it's nothing like that. Bei deinem Gesicht glaube ich das nur so halb. It's a special video for each of you showing what's going on outside the school. Outside the school? What are you talking about?
Hello.
Oh, Master's so impatient today. Why don't you just watch it and find out? TMXS, ey du Synchronsprecher. Hey Tim, was geht ab? Here in the school, there's a specific place you can go that has everything you need to watch the video. Good, then we can go watch the video right now. But before we do that, I'd like to know... What are you? Why would you do something like this? What do you want from us? What do I want from you? Well, if you must know...
Despair. That's all. Well now.
If you want to know more than that, you have to figure it out for yourselves. Whatever you need to uncover the mystery hidden within the school, I won't try and stop you. Cause to be honest, it's entertaining as heck watching you guys search so desperately for answers. So I guess I want amusement from you too. Und tschüss, da ist er weg. He's gone. Once again, he left before we could find out anything useful.
Is that right?
Really? I think we learned something very useful. He has no intention of standing in the way of our pursuit of the truth. Interesting.
However...
Muskelmann spricht wieder. Perhaps, but what about the video he mentioned? I'm very curious to see what's on it.
That's true.
Same here. Okay, so... Mondo started glancing around the dining hall. Und ins Gaze landed on me, stop.
Hell yeah.
Hey Makoto, check this out first, would ya? Seh ich aus wie dein Laufbursche, du Fetter? Huh? Why me?
Yo.
Cause you're the closest to the door. That's the rule, right?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey,
Piece
hey.
of shit!
Hey!
Stop fucking around.
You see how passionately I'm begging you? What's the big deal? Just check it out real quick. Okay, I guess I get going then.
Hell yeah.
Awesome, thanks. I owe you one.
Hey,
If Makoto's going, I'm going with him. It's not safe to walk around this place alone.
Yo.
Yeah, sure thing. And we're counting on the both of you. If anything happens, just yell and I'll come running. Der macht einen Scheiß, ey. I can't decide if Mondo is totally dependable or completely terrible. Yeah, I'd have to say he's kind of both. He's not exactly a bad person, but I definitely can't say he's a good person either. Einfach mal Anti-Held. So then, where's this specific place Monokuma mentioned? Must be somewhere you can watch DVDs, but if it's a place to set up what? If it's a place set up to watch DVDs, then... Der muss ja irgendwo hier sein. Ja, da sind alle. Naja, es kann nicht hier sein. Ich glaube, das ist unten im ersten. 1A, AV, da. Ja, da ist auch so ein großes Videoband, wie man es von früher kannte. Rinder! Das sieht eher aus wie der Überwachungsstaat von der NASA. Huh? There's something inside this cardboard box. It's a bunch of DVDs. And each one has a label on it with someone's name. This must be the video for each of us he mentioned.
hold on a second.
I better go tell Ebo. She just ran off. I didn't follow after her. I just stood right there where I was. The DVDs in front of me had robbed me of all awareness. I was rooted in place. I think I see something. Huh? Ja dann, point mal out. Was siehst du denn, mein Freund? Next to the monitor is a high-end DVD player. I'll probably play those DVDs, no problem. Maybe I'll just watch mine real quick before everyone else gets here. I sorted through the DVDs I'd found in the box, then found the one with my name on it. Then I slid it into the expensive-looking player. I sat down and stared intently at the darkened screen, and then... No. Huh? I yelled out without realizing it, and my heart started racing. Because what I saw on that monitor, it was my family.
You getting picked to attend Hope's Peak Academy is like a dream come true. Make sure you do your best.
I'm so proud of you, son. But remember, don't push yourself too hard.
Digga, der Vater sieht einfach mal aus, als würde er mir in die nicht vorhandene Seele starren.
Are you really watching this, Makoto? Good luck, okay?
If I had ended there, that would have been fine. A message of love and support. After leaving my family behind to attend Hope's Peak Academy, it would have given me hope, given me strength. If this was a normal school, I would have been happy, if a little embarrassed. With my family's support to rely on, I would have been motivated to do even better. But here, no, it was totally different. I wasn't living in an ordinary school life. So I had a pretty strong feeling that the video wasn't going to end there. I hated having that feeling, but it turned out I was absolutely right. Was kommt noch? Ach, du Scheiße. This time I couldn't even make a sound. My voice just died. Where'd everyone go? It looks like a war zone or something. As if in reply, a voice came floating out the speaker. I recognized the voice. It was him.
Makoto Naegi, accepted into Hope Peak Academy, and his family, who supported such a lucky boy. But it seems like something's happened to this family's well-being. Oh boy, this is bad. What could have possibly happened to this family's well-being?
Look for the answer after graduation. What is this? What happened to everyone? I started trembling. I could feel the fear and anger building up inside me like hot magma. God damn it! I snapped my fist against the desk over and over again. A single thought was racing through my mind. What else? How could I think about anything else? I have to get out of here. I have to get out of... Right now, I need to make sure everyone's safe. Makoto? What happened? Make sure who's safe? I noticed everyone standing around the entrance to the AV room. They stared at me, faces full of confusion. What's going on? Without a word, I pointed to the cardboard box.
Is it, like...
Is that what Monokuma was talking about?
What does this mean?
What's on them? They all gathered around the box and each of them grabbed the DVD with the name on it. One by one, each rushed to a monitor. Didn't take long for them to react.
What the...
What the fuck? This can't be real, right? It has to be fake,
Hey,
right?
hold on.
Yeah, no way it's real. No way. I can't take it anymore. I can't take this anymore. Get me out of here. As soon as I saw their reactions, I knew they'd all seen something like what I'd seen. Nobody even bothered trying to hide their fear and confusion. Except for her. Even though she was totally calm. I see. So this is what he meant by motive. He wants to fuel our desire to leave so that we're more likely to start killing each other.
Yes, indeed.
It is the classic prisoner's dilemma. Let me use an example. Imagine two countries are on the brink of war. But both countries want peace and each commits to scaling back their forces as a sign of good faith. But there's a chance that one country may betray the other, so each country fears lowering their guard. The result is that neither scales back their forces, and they both end up betraying each other.
Do you understand?
In other words, the feel of invisible creature becomes the greatest enemy of stability. That kinda sounds like us right now. Everyone says they'll work together, but in our hearts we're afraid someone might betray us. Don't put those awful thoughts in our head. That's exactly what they want us to do.
Huh?
You can say that, but maybe you're thinking that once every One drops their guard, you can't just...
What is this?
Hey,
This is exactly what Monokumo, who is ever behind us, wants. They want us to fight, don't you see? Yeah, you're right, we all need to calm down.
So then,
Okay, then maybe we should start by all just talking. Maybe if we'll all just talk about what we saw, that'll help get everything out of our system. Besides, I think we're all super curious, right? I wonder what was in everyone's videos. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Hey, Sayaka. What was in your videos, Sayaka?
what's your problem?
What's wrong? Just hurry up and tell us. Alter, die kriegt gleich einen Anfall. Sayaka? I gently placed my hand on her shoulder. Stop it! She pushed my hand away and suddenly ran off. Sayaka?
That's enough.
Let her go. I can't do that. I have to go make sure she's okay. I hate romantic comedies like this. I don't care what happens to her personally. That's because you're totally thoughtless. I'm really worried. Then why don't you go do whatever you think you have to? We don't all have to stick around together, right?
I hope you are well.
Speaking of which, I have my own things to take care of. Goodbye. Everyone went their separate ways, but I don't have time to worry about them right now. I have to go find Sayaka. Leave the area? Ja. Ich habe jetzt keine Zeit, mich um die zu kümmern. Where could she have gone? She can't have gone far. I should check around the school. Wir haben eine Map. Okay, also sie ist nicht hier. Wo soll die denn sein? Wo soll die denn sein? Sie wird ja nicht mal auf der Karte angezeigt. Hey, Celeste. What was in your video, Celeste? Oh, it is you. You really want to know, don't you? That's why it's strange and
Is
scary.
that okay?
There are many, many things in this world you are better off not knowing, don't you think? Ja, normalerweise hast du ja recht. Ja, das ist halt wirklich eine gute Frage. Ich mag es nicht, dass die mir mit ihren Augen ständig folgt. Makoto, Sayaka. Maybe Sayaka is in her room. Sayaka? And then I guess I have to keep looking. Hey, wo ist denn Mr. Biker Gang Leader? Looks like I can't get in there. Hey, aber Mr. Biker Typ soll doch auch hier sein. Also wo ist der? Da ist er. Hey, Mr. Biker Gang Typ. What was in your video, Mondo?
What?
Huh? Oh, it doesn't matter. It's not a big deal.
Shit.
Was fake anyway. It had to be. Whoever's doing all this just pulled it out of his
Stop
ass.
fucking around.
Yeah, that's gotta be it. Those assholes can't fool me. Digga, du bist einfach mal der größte Vollidiot. Keine Zeit. Ja, irgendwo muss Sayaka ja sein. Is there anything I need to do in the girls' bathroom? No, definitely not. Doch, da könnte ja deine Freundin drin sein, du Vollhonk. Vielleicht ist sie in der Dining Area. Okay, sie ist nirgendwo hier oben. Vielleicht in einem der Klassenräume? This blackboard belongs to us now. Ach, hier bist du! I found her in one corner of an empty classroom. She was sitting in a chair, hands on her knees, staring absently at the floor. She looked like maybe she was upset or angry, or no. She didn't have any expression at all. There was nothing on her face that you could call emotion. It was as if her original mask had been stripped away. Sayaka, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Actually, no, how could I possibly be fine? What did we do to end up like this? Why are they doing such terrible things to us?
Why?
I want out! Let me out of here right now! Du musst nur jemanden umbringen. Sayaka, calm down. As she thrashed around, I grabbed her by the shoulders. I understand. I know how you feel right now when I think what might have happened to my family. But no more than ever, we have to stay calm. This is exactly what they want. They want us to lose our composure and stop thinking rationally. Think about it. Those videos have to be fake. Because if those things really had happened, people out there would be in an uproar. Our families, the police, everyone, right? So let's just calm down, okay? Otherwise, we've already lost. I knew I was trying to convince myself just as much as her. I kept repeating those words to myself to clear away the images that had been burned into my brain. Be calm, okay? Just be calm. As long as we work together, I'm sure we can find some way out of here. And help might even come before that. But what if there isn't a way out? What if help never comes? If that happens, then I'll get you out of here myself, no matter what it takes. When I said that, I paused. I had no idea what had come over me.
Sayaka? Please, help me.
Her voice was small and shaky.
Why is this happening to me? To kill or be killed? I just can't take this anymore.
So ist aber der naturelle Flow der Welt. Entweder du tötest oder du wirst getötet.
Sayaka.
Finally, she raised her face from up from my chest. She looked at me with those big, wet eyes of hers. Can I believe what you said? Huh? That you will help me get out? No matter what it takes? Absolutely.
Makoto.
You're the only one I can trust.
No matter
so
what
please.
happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Huh? Of course, I'll be there for you. No matter what, I'm always on your side. I mean, you are my assistant after all.
Makoto.
Thank you. Hearing you say that, I feel like I can keep going. I can get through this. As long as you're here with me.
Because I'm your assistant.
Yeah. The smile I'd come to know sober returned to her face. It felt a little forced, but still. It was a huge improvement over how she was before.
Hey! Hey!
It's standing up! What? Makoto, it's standing up! What's standing up?
Come on!
Do you even have to ask? Nine! Nope! No! Nicht nein! Hör mir auf, Monokuma! Hör mir auf, Junge! Dieses Spiel ist ab 16, nicht ab 18.
Disgusting.
Your flagpole. Get the hell out of here!
Just a minute.
No, I wanna join you. Alter, der Typ ist schwul. Dude, well, you won't leave to tell us what the hell is up with those videos. It's about to come out. It's gonna come out, my pristine, pure white stuffing. My honest, innocent stuffing is about to come gushing out. I pulled up my fist, took aim, and swung as hard as I could. I had never put that much energy into a single motion before in my life. I leaned back, channeling all my power, and let go of everything I had. Are you okay? If I hadn't avoided your punch, you would have just violated school regulations.
Hey!
But boy, are you slow! I could have downed $1,000 full course dinner in the time it took you to finish your swing. Your speed, agility, alertness, passion, boldness, sense of despair, and organization is all lacking. Alter, verpiss dich aus dem Raum, Junge. What the heck was that just now? He just wanted to mess with us. Well, for now, you wanna just head back? Ja. Junge, was war denn seine Idee? Monokuma had come along and swiftly destroyed the good mood we just created. Sayaka and I headed back to the dorms. Yeah. You should get some rest, Sayaka. You still look pretty shaken. I'm sorry for making you worry about me. You're right, I'm going to lay down for a bit. With a nod and a small bow, she disappeared into her room. Now, on my own, I headed off to tell everyone that Sayaka was okay. Once that was done, I decided to go back to my dorm. It was hard to think after watching that deranged video. I needed some rest of my own. Is it the nighttime or habe ich free time? Jeez. Seriously, what's going on here? There's just so many problems. I can't even decide what the biggest problem is. That we're trapped in here? That what I saw in that video might be real? Monokuma? What the mastermind has in store for us? Or are we our biggest problem? I want to get out of here, but I could never kill someone. Do the others all feel the same? Yeah, that's definitely the biggest problem right now. Huh? Irgendwas hat geding-dongt. When I opened my eyes, they darted immediately to the clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. I fell asleep without realizing it. Nighttime is about to start. So how come someone's here? Frage mich auch. Wer ist da draußen? Oh!
Sorry.
I'm really sorry to come by so late. Sayaka? Was hast du hier verloren? Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? That's when I noticed her body was trembling. Is everything okay?
It was so strange.
Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened. Something weird?
Makoto.
Just a little while ago I was laying down in my room, and all of a sudden my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense up.
I was so scared.
It was like someone was trying to force the door open. The door was locked so they couldn't get in, of course. But I started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. I let some time go by, then I got a bend and opened the door to check outside. But there was nobody there. Someone tried to force their way into your room? But who would do something like that?
I mean...
It's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here, but still it makes me nervous. What if something like that happened in the middle of the night? What would I do then? You don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during nighttime. But that's just a promise we made, right? If someone decided to break that promise, then why don't you stay in my room tonight? Would that make you feel a little better? What? All it said in this school registration was that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? It didn't state specifically which room each person had to sleep in, so...
Hey,
But two people sharing one room is, you know... Oh jeez, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, that didn't even cross my mind. No, I know, me either. It's not even that I mind the idea, but... If you don't mind, could we maybe switch rooms? Just for tonight? Switch rooms? If it'll help put your mind at ease, then it's totally fine with me. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but... Are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? That doesn't, like, concern you? It's fine, I trust you. In that case, then... Ding dong!
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m.
Schnauze.
As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug bite.
Oh man, it's already nighttime. Okay, so that's settled. I'll head to your room right now. Oh, if we're gonna trade rooms, we'd better trade keys too. Oh, that's right, we have to trade keys. Again?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Huh? Hey, and you're gonna say you were just kidding. What if I wasn't just kidding? Something resembling a smile had made its way to her face. Thank goodness it looks like she's already started to get back to normal. Okay, we'd better trade keys then. Yep, let's do it. We exchanged keys. When I looked back up at her again, there was another worried expression there. Makoto, please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open it, no matter what. I won't. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Oh, by the way, just so you know, my bathroom door tends to get stuck. Here's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob, then lift up on the door while you pull it. Just do that and the door should open, no problem. Okay, but the showers don't work during nighttime anyway, right? Oh, that's right, I totally forgot. But I guess I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. Well, I'd better get going. See you tomorrow, Sayaka. Oh, and about what I said before. When I said I was psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Yeah, I know. Good night then. See you in the morning. Sayaka gave me one last parting smile and I headed off to my room. I looked around as soon as I got out into the hall. When else the door were closed, there was no sign of life. Ugh, there's nobody here. Making sure nobody was around to spot me, I rushed into Sayaka's room. Ja, okay, es ist jetzt nicht wirklich ein Unterschied, außer dass Bettdecke, Kissen und Mülleimer pink sind. So this is Sayaka's room, and really doesn't look any different from mine. It smells nice though. My room came with a toolkit, but Sayaka has a sewing kit, just like the note said. And next to it is the map of the body's vital organs. Oh, yeah, good. The bed itself looks exactly the same, but knowing Sayaka's slept on it makes me look forward to trying it out for myself. Boy, bist du pervers? Nice. It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash, but I couldn't help taking a quick peek. There wasn't any doubt that it was a DVD with a name on it that we found in the AV room. Reminds me, I never did get a chance to find out what was in her video. But it's probably best if I wait until she brings it up again. Ja, okay, das ist jetzt gerade nur dasselbe. Okay. If I remember right, all the girls' private bathrooms have locks on them. I'm a little reluctant to go in. I don't think Sayaka would like me snooping around too much. I should probably go to bed soon. As I lowered myself onto Sayaka's bed, a pleasant fragrance enveloped me. Sayaka's scent. Maybe it'll bring me some sweet dreams. Boy! What the fuck? Feeling a little better than before, I fell asleep. Imagine you're all in a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. We set sail and left Earth behind. Yeah, you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk drivers, and pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game. But even our divine world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I made myself perfectly clear.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Oh,
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine!
Schnauze, ich will pennen.
Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
I sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes. Slowly I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I'd better get going. I left Sayaka's room and made my way toward the dining hall. Aber das ist eigentlich sogar eine gute Strategie, um getötet werden auszuweichen. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello Makoto and good morning! Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Digga, du stehst wahrscheinlich jeden Morgen um 5:30 Uhr auf. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. And the ones who showed up a little late?
Yo.
Yo.
Sorry.
Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning.
Well, hello.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning duty took a little longer than usual. Will ich's überhaupt wissen? Were there times with a more relaxed sense of time? Most high schoolers fall into this category. Finally, ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Morning, everyone.
My bad, my bad.
My bad, guys. Slept through my alarm.
What's your problem?
What? Is it so awful to be late?
Yo.
I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. Don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. Hey, wo ist denn Byakuya? But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, aren't we still missing some people? Yes, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here yet. I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late...
What?
What's going on? Did something happen?
Yo.
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just come straight from my room to here. Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However,
I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of an unease rose up inside me. And that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed first was my room, where I let Sayaka stay for a single night. Where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night... What the fuck? The room had been completely transformed. What the hell? Uh-oh. Was geht denn hier? Was? There's a keychain on the ground. It has my name on it, so this must be my room key. I gave it to Sayaka when we traded rooms. Das Katana ist auf dem Boden. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It's been taken out of its sheath. More importantly, where's Sayaka? Ich glaube... I better check the bathroom. Ich glaube, sie ist da drin. Und ich glaube, wir wissen alle, was passiert. Let's take a look inside. What the fuck? It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my ass and buried itself in my brain. And then... everything went black. To survive deadly life. Heilige Schwedenscheiße. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remembered seeing before. And when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. Es sind alle. Ah, you're awake. Finally, are you okay? Now's no time for sleeping. Get your ass up. Huh? You were conscious, dude. I had to carry you back here. It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? Hey, are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right. It really did happen. Sayaka is dead. A deep dark despair worked its way through my body and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Hey, where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Sayaka is...
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Sayaka is completely and irrevocably dead. No, I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you think is gonna happen if you go out there? What good is it gonna do just sitting around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Sayaka, she's dead. Dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she really was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Then why? Shouldn't it be obvious? Monokuma told us all to come here. Well, hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Sayaka had to pay. But...
So...
I'm the one who convinced him to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason. We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Sayaka.
Wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I will absolutely not interfere. I can promise you I won't do anything that goes against the purpose of your school life here.
Listen up!
I'm famous at Safari Parks throughout the world for following the bare ×1 rule.
But...
And who did it? Who killed her?
Come on!
You already know the answer. The one who killed her is one of you. Nobody had a reply for that. One of us killed Sayaka? Don't be stupid, What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began?
Yahoo!
One of you decided to kill Sayaka so that you could graduate. So we're just following the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well...
You're lying, right? Of course he's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. What? Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed someone! It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Hey, hold on. Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right? Huh?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you kill someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's cause... Naive, you're just so naive! You really think it's that easy? You can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey! Come on now!
You're super naive, devilishly naive, hellishly naive! No, the real thing has just begun. The real thing.
Now then!
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement that you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps...
You are referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the Blackens that commit the murder, you can't be found out by the other students. That is what you are talking about, is it not?
In other words,
Bingo! It's not enough to just kill someone. You have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with.
Yahoo!
So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep, it will begin a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather, including the Blackens who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the Blackened is.
Okay.
And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote.
Okay.
If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life. However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Also im Prinzip, wir müssen...
Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Oh? Well, to put it simply, it's execution. Execution!
what?
And by execution, you mean...
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
Komm nicht so close. This is so to make sure I understand. If we get the culprit right, then only they die. But if we get it wrong, all the rest of us get executed?
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you, implying you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside worlds call a late shot system or an inquisition type thing. Which means you're deciding who you think the killers. But judge carefully because all your lives are on the line. Okay, let me just add the rule I just described to your handbook. Make sure to keep it in mind. Okay, the new rule is has been added. Oh, wait, hold on a second.
What the hell are you talking about?
You're freaking insane, you know that?
What the?
A class trial? What the hell is that? I don't want anything to do with
What's
it.
this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste my time trying to figure out who murdered someone?
What?
What? Are you saying you're not gonna participate in a trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
What the hell are you talking about?
What punishment? I might, I don't know, throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up!
Say whatever you want, I'm not gonna be part of this.
I don't believe it!
Don't be so selfish.
Stop it!
You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me. I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you first. As he said that, he came charging at us. Although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear.
Oh shit. Der hat während jetzt hat er wirklich jemanden umgebracht.
This wasn't supposed to... Why? Me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
What the? I don't... This can't be real! No way!
Well now,
Now I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know. But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. Oh, what an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you'd best obey those school regulations.
Bastard. Junko's body had been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. Und ich glaube, wir wissen alle, warum es pink ist. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She'd been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. Just went and died. It's no more remarkable than the inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the inevitable end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you didn't really die. This is reality.
Why?
Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my
I
mind.
knew it.
No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
say what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill time. Why are you being metaphorical? Are you saying that I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma!
Well now.
Anyway, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened Monokuma file. This little file has all the information I've gathered about the death in question.
It's
I like to call
the
it...
Monokuma file!
Danke, dass du das gesagt hast. I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I got to see it all go down.
So then,
Wait, so then, you know who killed Sayaka? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial now, could I?
correct.
That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make the proper decision. That's somehow comforting.
Well,
Then please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have a choice. Okay, so we meet up for the class trial in a little while. Bye bye. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. Ja, nach unten. He left us stunned and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. The fact that Sayaka and Junko were dead was a huge shock, of course. But there was more to it than that. There's also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable. And yet, even in such a perversely terrible situation, she didn't show the slightest hint that it had gotten to her.
Hey,
There's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose all faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
What?
Huh?
in other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. What you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the disease step certainly isn't going to help anything.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you? Anyone who can't adapt will die. Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
What an awful thing to say, especially after what's happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. because if we don't, we're all going to die here. She is right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
In a way, we can't run from this situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way in hell I am letting someone kill me. Alright, damn it, let's do this. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating that sentiment. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right. We just have to do this. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Sayaka had to die. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still I have to know. Otherwise I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice, I have to do this. Naja gut, die Frage ist ja... Ist man sich sicher, dass es Mord war? Vielleicht war es auch Suizid. Egal, was hat unsere schlaue Birne dazu zu sagen? We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Ja. Na gut, Kyoto.
Hey.
Before we start searching for Sayaka's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, I don't mind doing it. I like having to think anyway. I'll let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no. We can't just leave him there alone.
What?
What? Why the hell not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprits, what's the first thing you would do? By volunteering for guard duty, you're in a position to destroy all the evidence you want. Wait, fuck you!
So then...
Fine, then I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. Ja, die zwei Buff-Typen. Two-player core base defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you.
But...
I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try. Okay, na, kann ich dem überhaupt vertrauen?
Huh?
Is this really
Don't
happening?
fuck with me.
Screw that piece of shit bear. Ja gut,
Anyway,
we're going to find out who the killer is. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here. We can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward. Ja. Hey Schlaubi, was hast denn du zu sagen? We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is. Ja, dann let's go.
just a second.
Hold on. Huh? Before we begin this animation, isn't there something else we need to discuss? Oh yeah. Gently place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I heard her wrist to check for a pulse like they do in movies and stuff, but... She really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, no. She was gone. I don't know why you even bothered to check. After those injuries and losing that much blood. Frankly, I'd be shocked if she did survive something like that.
Huh?
Huh? Hold on, just wait a second! She's dead? Then that means...
What?
That means everything that has happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever? It's really real?
Let me out of here!
Hell no, someone save me! Somebody help me!
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that?
Anyway,
We're going to find out who the killer is. Because if we don't, we're all going to die here.
just a second.
Was vergesse ich denn noch? Nee. We find out who did it, and only that person dies, but if we get it wrong, then all the rest of us face execution. What? That's what the ridiculous school regulations said, right? It's so stupid. Hey, Leon. Was hast du zu sagen?
Are you serious?
So we're really gonna try and find out who did it? Aoi.
What the heck?
I hate this, but we still don't have a choice. We have to figure out who did it. Or else we're all dead.
Oh,
Soll ich jetzt jeden Quatsch? Hm? So you finally
What
noticed.
the crap?
Huh? Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file we received. And I noticed something very obvious and very unusual.
Huh?
What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Sayaka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. But she's right. Could it be? All at once, everyone gazed turned to me. Oh, hold on a second, you've got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid.
What the heck?
You expect us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. Alter Toko, halt die Schnauze. The look in everyone's eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes earlier. A feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you think I did it?
So then,
Are we all done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Sayaka. We have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong,
so...
well, do I really have to say anymore?
Actually,
I'd rather you didn't know.
Goodbye.
Everyone, pray for good luck. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym.
Goodbye.
Oh, we're going to... And just like Kyoko, he was gone before we realized it. Oh yeah, my god, do you, huh? I better head to the scene of the crime. Ah, that's right.
Hey, damn it!
Let me just say this right now. Whatever son of a bitch did this is right, is here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence.
You're fucking dead.
Yeah. They'd better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and car, cave their goddamn skull in myself. I'm serious, I will fuck them up. Letting his deadly words hang in the air, he and Sakura ran off. But, I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know? We're gonna investigate a murder? How do we even do something like that?
Anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Sayaka. What are you implying?
this is very
It
suspicious.
was you! I'm telling you it wasn't me! So don't come any closer, are you gonna kill me next?
So,
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true, we may as well at least check just to check. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't help investigate. Wait, why not? I'm not good at what? All it takes is one glimpse and I'm blanked out. Well, whatever, I don't think anyone is expecting much from you anyway. Alright, I guess I better get going. Wait, don't go yet, you have to hear me out? It was pointless, everyone had already left. When the pouting looks at me had still been filled with suspicion. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did it turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? I have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair! Zzz, zzz, poison gas! Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane!
Ich hab's kapiert. I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Investigate! I guess I should look through the Monokuma file I got before. The victim was Sayaka Maizono. The time of death is estimated to be around 1:30 a.m., also 1:30 Uhr nachts. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitory. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appeared to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find out what happened. Somehow, I have to find out the truth, so that we can all survive. And for Sayaka, I have to find out how she was killed. Monokuma File 1 has been added to the Truth Bullets section. So, Mr. Psycho, was hast du sagen? Oh, no way, I seriously don't want to die here.
Help me!
I'm begging you, God, Buddha, Mother Earth, God of Space, King Nectum, help me! I don't care who it is, just get me out of here! Hiro doesn't seem prepared to do any kind of investigation right now. Chihiro, was heißt du? Aren't you going to help investigate, Chihiro? Ach nee, das war sie, das war ich. But I can't leave Junko here. I feel sorry for her. I have to stay with her. Alter, die ist tot! Die ist tot, du Birne! Naja, das Messer... Naja, das Schwert ist halt gone. First of all, I should head to the scene of the crime, my room. We won't make any problems without investigating there. So I headed to my room where Sayaka's scorched stone remained. I better examine the state of my room a little closer. It might reveal something new. Let's see. Wir haben den Schlüssel auf dem Boden. Das has my name. Ah, that's right, we have to trade keys. We switched keys too, so Sayaka would have had the key in my room the entire time. But wait, if that's true then, how did the killer get into the room in the first place? Sayaka had forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of you switching? Ist halt wirklich so. I'm saying that there's no way she would have forgotten to lock it or open it for any reason. Or maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone else grabbed it to her or something. No, that's not possible either. Sayaka was here when we switched rooms, and how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around, so she couldn't have dropped it. How did the killer... Switching rooms has been added. Ist halt wirklich so. Weil, wie ist er reingekommen, ist die Frage. Die Tür ist ja... Na, wobei... Der Killer könnte einfach das Schloss aufgebrochen haben.
By the way...
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. The killer could have already destroyed some evidence, right? Before anyone found the body, I mean. There's a trash room here in the dorms, right? They could have tossed some stuff in there. Yeah, that's definitely
You
possible.
son of a bitch!
That dirty bastard!
Shit.
Anyone who raises their hand to a woman is scum that deserves death! That's what my brother taught
You're
me.
fucking dead.
So if I ever find that son of a bitch that did this, I'm gonna pound his goddamn face in! But what if it's a girl that did it?
Yo.
It's, that'll all get sorted out when the time comes. Sakura, was hast du zu sagen? Sakura, do you think I'm guilty too?
Hey.
I try not to make assumptions like that. I simply don't know whether or not you did this. Whatever decision the rest of you come up with, I will follow your lead. I see. Wir haben das Katana auf dem Boden. Und es wurde ja offensichtlich benutzt. This is the replica sword I brought for self-defense. Does this mean it was used in the attack somehow? And plus, it's been taken out of its sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated in gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off parts of the blade and the handle. Yeah, the handle especially is missing lots of its coating. I remember the coating sticks to you even if you just touch it in a little bit. Wollte grad sagen. Also wenn dann, naja gut, der Killer könnte seine Hände einfach gewaschen haben. Das ist der... Ja, okay. There's some scratches on the sheet. They must have been made with something sharp. And how did the sheet get scratched up in the first place? You know, someone used the sword during the struggle. It doesn't make sense for the sheet to be damaged. I mean, if you're gonna attack someone with a sword, the first thing you do is unsheath it. A heavy sheet like this would only get in the way. It could just slide off in the middle of the fight. So why are there scratches on the sheet? Ist halt wirklich so. Und ich meine, schau dich mal um. Es gibt ja auch noch Kratzer an der Wand und auf dem Boden. There are scratches and gouges on my walls and bed. Is that evidence of a struggle? Looks like there must have been some kind of fight in my room. Damn it, I was right there in the other room. If only I'd heard something. That would have not been possible. Huh? Don't you remember? All our rooms are completely soundproof. So something could have happened in the room right next to you and there's no way you would know.
Well.
Perhaps this was another of Monokuma's strategies, creating an ideal setting for murder. Ist halt wirklich so. Und der Kyoko, was hast denn du? Hey Kyoko. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area. But...
What are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every
Did
inch
you
of my
lose a
room.
contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but she seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. Ich will da rein. I should look around here first. I can check other spots later. Es gibt noch das Bett. There are gouges in the bed, like someone attacked it. What the hell happened here? Ja, der Tisch wurde noch rumgeworfen. Also der Tisch wurde umgeworfen. Looks like there must have been some kind of fight.
Well,
Ja. Ist mir schon klar. Huh? Looking at the linen roller, it looks like there is way less than there was before. Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decided to clean up a little? Könnte sein. Warte mal. The toolkit is still inside the drawer. I don't see any evidence that's been used at all. Which makes sense, I guess. I mean, it's mine, and I haven't had any reason to open it. Can't even imagine a situation where I'd need a toolkit like this.
yo,
Yeah, seriously. Oh, man.
what?
We ain't exactly in the mood to be building fucking furniture, right? So you haven't used yours either?
What?
Not just
What?
me. Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it
By the
yesterday.
way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet. Cause like, why the hell would we? Stimmt. Warum sollten wir das öffnen? Ich meine... Okay, ich sollte vielleicht mich mal wirklich jetzt im Bad umgucken. I should check... Naja, gut. Halt, was ist das? Ach, das ist Display. Das ist Sayakas Shadow. Da ist auch noch was. The notepad is still here, but I don't think it's relevant right now. The surveillance camera, the mastermind must be using them to keep track of what's happening. They don't do anything to stop what's happening. They just keep on watching. Kyoko, hast du irgendwas Neues zu sagen?
What are you...
Isn't it obvious?
No.
I'm
Search.
Naja gut,
Did
sie macht
you-
immer noch dasselbe. A few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and
Listen.
said, "Are you a clean freak?" Oh, no, I don't think so, but what? Nodding, she glanced around my room one more
I
time.
see.
Interesting. What's
Hey.
interesting? Just as I suspected, there's something very unusual about your room. Unusual? What do you mean?
So...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair. Really?
Indeed.
Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living in here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. It looked like the lint roller in my room had been used, but I never touched it. Someone have used it
I
too.
see.
Very interesting. Your room didn't have a single hair in it. And someone used your lint roll without your knowledge. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Sayaka or the killer?
Well?
That's the question, isn't it? Ja. Ja, warum ist denn der Raum so sauber? Ich meine, es ist immer noch ein Männerroom. And on the other side of this door... Ah. Oh, I can't let it get to me. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself to push my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Oh, money. Looking at her made it painfully clear it wasn't a dream or an illusion. She had lost everything that made her her. Ein Moment mal! Da steht was auf der 37? Da steht was hinter ihr. 37? Oder was soll das sein? Ist das eine Zahl? Wobei, nee, das wäre ein bisschen schwüngig. Das wäre ein bisschen schwüngiger dann. Sayaka. All at once I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why? Why did Sayaka have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse. But that thought held me up and supported me. Moment! I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... one? Written in blood, the numbers 11037. Das sieht nicht aus wie eine 11. Warte mal. Das ist... Scheiße. Das ist keine 11. Das sind nicht 11.037. Die beiden Striche sind ein N. Die 0 ist ein O. Die 3 ist ein E. Und die 7 ist ein umgedrehtes L. Scheiße. Ich weiß es schon. Did Sayaka do this? I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's not time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about her body. Some sort of sharp object has been thrust into her stomach. That must have been the killing blow. Whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? It's definitely something I should look into later. Das ist ein Messer, Junge! Das kriegst du einfach in der Küche. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, that's for sure. Und das ist Gold drauf. But there's something sort of glittery there on their wrist too. Like their wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery. That definitely concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is... Huh? There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's it? The palms of both her hands are totally spotless, so how come only her left finger? Sayaka's wrist has been added to the truth bullets. A stab wound in her stomach is what killed her, so when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier on. I mean, how would her wrist get broken after she'd already been killed? So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom, where they inflicted the deadly wound. Aber das hier ist definitiv... Ich weiß, glaube ich, wer es getan hat.
It would seem...
It looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers, that most likely is Sayaka's dying message. What do you mean by dying message? It looks like something a victim writes before they die. Usually as a way to tell people who killed them. But generally, whoever writes it down doesn't make it totally obvious. They either write it somewhere the killer wouldn't notice or write it out in code or something. Wow, that's pretty incredible. Have you ever heard of Ellery Queen? Ooh. Never mind. Okay, ich bin hier fertig. Ah ja, sie hat ja noch diese andere. Ja. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really was her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself. They often talk like an aspiring poet. But the numbers she wrote, what do they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand toward the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well...
Think about it. You're not gonna tell me? You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise the case will end up and you remain unconvinced. I have no idea what you're trying to say. But it's obvious you're not going to tell me. Dying Message. Und ich glaube, wir wissen alle, was da wirklich steht. Da steht nicht 11037. Sounds like Kyoko knows what Sayaka's dying message means, but honestly, I have no idea. Okay, I know who we should talk to. When it comes to numbers, who better to ask than the ultimate program? There's one other thing I wanted to ask you about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked. But once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. The bathroom door frame has been added. So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. Huh? The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just try closing the bathroom door. I'm sure you see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. Huh? The doorknob. Wollte grad sagen. What the heck? The doorknob's practically about to fall off. Why is it like this?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was obvious that this was intentional. What? It was intentional? Why would someone want to do that? Na, um sie umzubringen, du Honk! Ist tatsächlich wirklich eine wirklich richtige Option, wenn eine Tür klemmt und du sie nicht aufbekommst. Ist es tatsächlich sehr einfach, das Schloss oder den Türknopf abzudrehen, weil dann öffnen sich Türen automatisch, weil der Dingens fehlt, weil der Mechanismus fehlt, der das zuhält.
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and end up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom door doesn't have a lock on it. Only girls' bathrooms can lock, right? She just stood there waiting for a while, lost in thought. Then apparently struck with a sudden realization, she shot a question at me.
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone about that? Oh, well, I did tell Sayaka about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Sayaka knew about it. Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got the sense that she was really starting to get into all this. Then that clears that up. Huh? What clears what up? I'm so lost.
Goodbye.
Well, see you later. As if forgetting I was ever even there, she suddenly turned and left the room. The bathroom doorknob wurde dazugefügt. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once-over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. I should start looking into where the murder weapon might have come from, and also I should look into the DVD Sayaka got. With Sayaka dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was in that video. And on top of that, I'm sure there are some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks if they'll even talk to me, that is.
By the way...
You know, I realized something while I was on guard duty. Ah, okay, this is dasselbe.
You son of a... Here. Yo.
Ja, okay. Leave the area? Ja. Aber er hat recht, ich sollte mal zu dem Müllraum gehen. Da vorne ist der Eingang ist. Stell dich nicht an, Makoto. Ja, wobei... There's a sturdy gate there. No way to get past.
Monokuma appears!
It's the end of the line! The trash room? This is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up? How do you get this gate to open?
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in.
No, you can't go any further!
No entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed in. Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further!
No. This is stupid. Wie fast did you just go around
No, you can't go any further!
Ist doch gut! Leave the area? Ja. Aber okay, wir wissen Bescheid. Junge, ich habe eigentlich schon ein ganzes Magazin. Aber okay, wir sollten uns diese DVD anschauen. Einfach um zu sehen, was Sayaka da gesehen hat. Das ist ein DVD-Player. Nice! There's nothing inside. Achso, stimmt. Ich muss mir ja erstmal die DVD holen. Aber ich sollte... Na, wobei, vielleicht sollte ich erstmal mit der ultimativen Programmiererin reden. Also hier mit Chihiro. Vielleicht weiß sie irgendwas darüber. Hey, Chihiros Reise ins Zauberland. Hey, Chihiro. I was hoping I could ask you something. Oh, what is it? Before she died, Sayaka left a message. She wrote out the numbers 11037. Do you have any idea what these numbers might mean? Like, could it be a code or something? Sorry, no. Chihiro slowly shook her head.
I'm sorry.
I just don't know. Okay, well, don't worry about it. Thanks anyway for trying. Even if she doesn't know, or could she maybe know more than she's letting on? No, couldn't be. Habe ich mir jetzt gerade einfach nur zum selben Raum teleportiert? Was ist das eigentlich? Ich will gar nicht wissen, was das für ein Raum ist. So, das ist der. Egal. Tag. Cleaning duty, eh? As a matter of fact, Monokuma came and talked to me yesterday morning. Really?
Listen to me!
He probably realized I was basically in charge, so he decided to talk to me directly. The topic of conversation was assigning cleaning duty. Oh, so you're on cleaning duty now?
That's wrong!
Actually, no. Huh? Okay, then who is? Hifumi was also there when we had this conversation. He volunteered right away, so let him have it. So he's on cleaning duty then. Indeed, but we'll swap out on a weekly basis. I'm sure you'll be up for before too long.
Got it!
And when that time comes, I'll be counting on you. Ja, aber Fumiko ist ein Perversling. Fumiko ist ein Perversling, der würde niemanden umbringen, der würde sie eher vergewaltigen. Sorry, wenn ich das so sage, aber es ist so. Ich denke mal, wo das Messer herkam, wissen wir alle. Schuss! Hey, Aoi. Hina, are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all the first to me, you know. I don't have the first clue on what should I be doing. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps me keep my calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Sayaka was killed. Ja, sorry, das so zu sagen, Makoto, aber ein Messer findet sich normalerweise in der Küche. Ach du Scheiße! So viel fressen. Aha, ein Messerblock. Und da fehlt ein Messer. Ja, it's like one of them is missing. Was missing from the very beginning, or better see if anyone here knows more about it. Genau, da fehlt ein Messer an der Wand. Ja. Okay, es gibt eine letzte Wahrheitskugel, die wir uns holen müssen. Oh, Byakuya. Weißt du irgendwas? Byakuya, can you tell me anything about cleaning duty? No.
Such ignorance.
You're like a child lost in the woods, you know that? A total waste of space. What do you mean? Takasion is the one who has any interest in organizing things like that. Oh, good point. Yeah. Leon!
Seems like...
Something doesn't seem right. The Monokuma file said Sayaka was killed in your room. I just can't stop thinking about it. Could it be the nameplate? The nameplate? Ifumi, du bist doch auf Cleaning Duty. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning... Ach nee, das hat er gesagt. Hab ich gesagt. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. Cleaning duty? As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just happened. It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for the position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had a chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room?
Here we go!
Of course! It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me the key for the trash room gate. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get in the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty has access to the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more convenient.
So in other words...
Actually... Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate unless they are discovered.
So that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. Boring?
Hey, listen!
Anyway, more important
Hey,
than
you
that...
bastard!
Hey, fatty, why do you want a cleaning duty gig anyway? I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You...
Liar, I know why you did it.
Is it, like...
You wanted to go through all the girls' trash. Looking for, you know, and poking around at it.
There's no way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
What are you talking about? All my love is for 2D.
You know what I mean.
But there's all kinds of trash diggers like that. Maybe you get tired of 2D and then turn to...
Completely unforgivable!
I would never get tired of 2D! After spending a significant amount of time comparing 2D and 3D, I voluntarily choose 2D. The only thing 3D is good for is to show our love and affection on 2D. Oh, and PVC figures.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, that's a very easy solution. Wherever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them from picking up the trash to disposing of it. What?
What?
Appear as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to... Anyway, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. What, so now you suddenly want to join my party? Sorry, but you haven't triggered that flag yet. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma, or save a village, or beat a boss. Game up. No, nothing like that. I was just hoping to get into the trash room and look around. Out! Ah, okay. So easy. So, Hifumi and I headed down to the trash room. Stimmt, das gibt's ja auch noch. You'd like me to open the gate, would you? You know, when I look at it makes me think. They said he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Get busy living or get busy dying, he said. So him and Rita, they found themselves a way out. Whatever, please just hurry up. Okie dokie, leave it to me. Ifumi pulled a key out of his pocket and used it to lift the switch next to the gate. And then... Ich hasse es!
Mr. Naegi!
Right. Mein Hals. However, Mr. Naegi...
Without a doubt.
Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, are you? Fiend, you planned this all along. Willst du mich jetzt bedrohen, du Fettsack, oder was? Komm her, ich box dich weg. No. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see you left if you left behind anything. Wait, maybe a parallel world? Whatever, let's just hurry up and keep looking. Da unten! That's the incinerator. It's away in the back part of the trash room. It's a good 30 feet from here to the gate. Ah, and it's on right now. You see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the incinerator?
Yes, indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn this before you leave, okay? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Was it a fairy?
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Hey, Fumi, do you realize what you just said? Huh? The fairy? No, you said that last time you were here the incinerator was off. Ah yes, about that there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's my memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was at point, then I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has a key to open the gate,
Most suspicious.
it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on. And yet... So that means someone was able to switch on the incinerator without opening a gate. But how is that possible? Ja. Da unten ist was. There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. Aua. It's like a burnt piece of something. Von der Jacke oder so? A burnt piece? Like a hunk? Like a hunk of burning love? Anyway, this is... It looks like a piece of cloth and the shape. It's part of the sleeve from a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, there's definitely blood on the cuff, which means this is all that's left of some of the evidence the killer destroyed. But there are lots of people with white button-up shirts. This isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Was ist denn das? Ein Ei? There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. Looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball, just about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand. Ich glaube, der wurde geworfen.
Is this perhaps...
Yeah, is that? Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a cigarette. I am kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on that quest to find that one guy. Das ist eben... Ugh. Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. We should all still be in the gym. I'd better go to find out for sure. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last it seemed the incinerator was off and those glass shards and burnt clothes weren't.
completely unforgivable?
What does it all mean, Mr. Neegi? Will you be confessing soon? Why
That's
me?
it. I'm sure of it.
Everyone already knows you did it. All the mysteries are being solved one by one. Sounds like he's living out one of his comic book fantasies. Ja, ich bin hier fertig. Junge, der Typ ist einfach nur Baller Baller. Und das sag ich als einer der größten Zocker- und Anime-Fans der Welt. Ich meine nicht Cosplayer ja sogar, wenn ich Bock drauf habe. Oh. Warte. Ups, falsche Tür. Ich muss ja hier lang. Muss ja hier lang und dann da vorne. Darum Löffelsteher. Rechts. Ja, rechts war ja noch ein Gang. Oh Mann, unser erster Mordfall. Wirklich, sowas ist immer interessant. Aha, wusste ich's doch. Hey Hero, can I ask you something? No, I gotta get out of here, gotta get out of now, I'm not gonna break free! Hero, step out of it! Huh? Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Hey, does this look familiar? Huh? That's my crystal ball! But it's all smashed, what the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was blessed. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made out of glass? And not crystal? Did the guy totally dump me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all bullshit? Let's put it aside for now. So you can say without a doubt that this belonged to you? Yeah, that's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have come by and snatched it. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Yeah. Thanks, Hero, that's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. Came out to be like $1 million. $1 million?! That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. That's just too stupid. I can't even feel bad for him. Es gibt noch zwei Hinweise, die wir noch holen müssen. Der erste ist die DVD von Sayaka. Wir müssen uns anschauen, was da drauf ist. Und das andere ist, dass wir uns im Wäscheraum umgucken müssen. Machen wir das. Wir gehen da hoch, gucken uns im Wäscheraum um und dann... Genau. Wir gucken uns im Wäscheraum um, holen alles, was wir finden können. Aber... Ja, ich glaube, ich weiß leider schon, wer es gemacht hat. Die Frage ist, habt ihr es auch rausgefunden? Ja, das ist nur ein Heft von Junko. Ja. Was ist das? Ein Swimsuit. Dafür kriege ich jetzt einen Token. Das ist auch nur einer der Monitore. The vending machine still there doesn't have any way of helping us save keys in this case either. Also sieht so aus, als könnte man hier nicht wirklich was finden. Hier ist noch eine Kamera. Also hier kann man nichts finden. Für sie. Zumindest nicht, wenn es nach mir. Byakuya, bist du irgendwie schlauer geworden?
Very strange.
So why was Sayaka in your room when she was killed? Could it be because you are the culprit? No, you've got it all wrong. Sayaka and I switched rooms last night. He didn't even try to hide the suspicion on his face. Even what you say is the absolute truth. You're still responsible for her death, wouldn't you say? Huh? After all, she wouldn't have died if she hadn't switched rooms with you, right? The reason Sayaka was killed is because I suggested we switch rooms? She's dead because of me? Then it should have been me that died? Well, all we can say right now is that that is a possibility. If that's really true, then Junge, Byakuya, du hast ja einfach mal komplett draufgehauen. Aber es gibt noch einen Fehler, den wir uns angucken. Ups, das ist Toko. Chihiro. Mann, wo ist denn jetzt erstmal? Da, Sayaka. Huh? It's definitely my room, but the nameplate has Sayaka's name on it. Oh lol, ich wurde bambuselt. Huh? This is Sayaka's room, but the nameplate has my name on it. Nameplates on my room and Sayaka's room were switched. So all that effort I put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. Why would anyone do that? Stimmt, the dorm nameplate. Das ist mir nicht aufgefallen. Aber warte, wir müssen noch da rein. Wir müssen uns das Video anschauen. So, die DVD müsste noch da drin sein, oder? Ja. Okay. Junge, du musst dich nicht bei Sayaka entschuldigen. Leave the area? Ja. Wir können uns das ja noch angucken. Hallo, Byakuya. Ich glaube, DVD ist der letzte Hinweis, den wir benötigen. Ah, hier ist der DVD-Raum. Weil ansonsten sieht es nicht so aus, als ob wir irgendwas finden können. I should be able to use this to see what's on the DVD. DVD that Sayaka threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the DVD player. I pushed play and the screen was dark for a few seconds. But then... Oh, an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert. And standing on stage, front and center, was a face I recognized all too well. Sayaka. She was there along with the friends she said had been so important to her. She was positively glowing there in front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darken, and then that voice I'd come to despise so much began to float out of the
Sayaka
speakers.
Mizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Suddenly the screen went dark, and in the next moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. What the fuck? Sayaka had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that was the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Na, wahrscheinlich, dass sie verschwunden ist. Die war wahrscheinlich... Without warning, the video cut off. What the hell? That wasn't real, right? They're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? That really did happen. Everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Aber eigentlich haben wir alles rausgefunden. Es sei denn, ich habe was im Dings übersehen, im Baderaum. Im Wäscheraum, meine ich. Ich untersuche mal nochmal den Wäscheraum. Vielleicht habe ich ja wirklich was übersehen. So, Washing Machine. Ich kann jede einzelne von denen anklicken? Oh Leute, 5 Tokens. Noch eine Waschmaschine. Noch eine Waschmaschine. Vorletzte. Huch! Jetzt habe ich auf eine Waschmaschine nochmal geschossen. Ich weiß nicht. Das ist nur das Schwimmgerät. Ja. Mal sehen. haben eigentlich alles. Also was jetzt? Bummel ich irgendwie Zeittod oder? Achso, stimmt ja, ich kann ja rennen. Ich bin doof. Wisst ihr, wir schleichen hier so durch die Gänge und dann realisiert er erst wieder, dass er rennen kann.
Huh? I'm sorry.
Ja, das wissen wir ja schon. Warte mal, wir haben da alles untersucht. Toko, weißt du noch irgendwie was? Celeste, nicht Toko. So, do you have any clues or anything? What kind of clues? Let's just agree we do not know who the culprit is and leave it at that. Whatever secrets I may have, I don't intend on revealing anything until the class trial. Caitlin, do you have any suggestions for where I should start looking? Oh, so annoying. Must you fumble around fishing blindly for clues? I suppose I wouldn't hurt to give you a little hint. The scene of the crime, naturally, but I think the trash room is also worth looking into. Trash room? It's a perfect place to destroy evidence. However, there's one little problem.
As for me,
that place is filthy. I would rather die than set foot in there. I am trusting all of you to conduct a thorough investigation on my behalf. That's... Naja, okay, aber in dem Raum waren wir ja schon. Lass mal noch mal in den AV-Raum schauen. Laden? Ach du meine Güte. Was ist das hier? Okay. Na gut, ich hab's weg. Ein paar Nüsse. Hä? Habe ich jetzt gerade irgendwie 6 Münzen für etwas verballert, von dem ich nicht mal eine Ahnung habe, was es mir jetzt bringt? Ach nee, der Raum war da hinten. Also, irgendwas muss es ja geben, was ich hier übersehen habe. Das sind ja nur Lautsprecher und wieder eine Kamera. Aber wir haben doch schon alles untersucht, oder bin ich jetzt doof? Weil Chihiro gibt ja irgendwie nicht mehr raus, als sie wirklich sagt.
I'm sorry.
Genau, hier ist ja nichts. Ich schätze mal, ich habe alles. Also, was soll ich jetzt noch machen? Soll ich jetzt einfach Zeit totschlagen?
Seems like...
It doesn't seem right. Ja, das haben wir uns schon angeguckt. Wahrscheinlich hat Monokuma den Scheiß vertauscht. Ja, aber was denn jetzt? Was soll ich denn jetzt machen? Ich weiß nicht, was ich machen soll. Hilfe! Ich habe wirklich ein Problem hier.
Very strange.
Ja, okay. Das ist alles so verwirrend, ich krieg Kopfschmerzen.
Listen to me!
Do you have a second, Makoto? I've uncovered something most unusual. The door to everyone's dorm has a nameplate on it to show whose room it is, right?
You hear me?
Well, it just so happens... Wait, no, you might be the killer yourself. I can't tell you anything. Forget everything I just said. Forget me! Sorry, just a little joke. Even I do jokes sometimes. Ja, ich weiß das schon alles. Deswegen frage ich mich ja, was mir fehlt. Deswegen frage ich mich ja, was mir fehlt, du doofe Nuss. Feuer. Vielleicht weiß AOI noch was. Hey, so, did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kinda strange, a knife just suddenly disappearing like that. Also, it wasn't missing from the beginning?
That's right.
Nope. Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice, neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. When I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. And you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Aoi's account has been added. Wow. Hey, by the way, did you really kill Sayaka? What? Of course not! I would never! Mina, do you really think I murdered her?
I mean...
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her. On the other hand, those two people becoming good friends and one killing the other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Oh mein Gott, ernsthaft? Das hat mir noch gefehlt.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited class trial! Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. Not where I have to go. Ja. Na dann. Rein da. Scheiße! You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you! I bet you were afraid you would have been discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. Here we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it. But I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well. But then who is the killer? Ich weiß es schon. Die Frage ist, wer sind's die anderen? Is it really one of us?
Is everyone here? Okay then, please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Ich habe keinen Grund, mit den anderen zu quatschen jetzt. There's no choice but to get on this elevator. Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey.
Are you scared? No, scared
Makoto.
isn't quite right. I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery in this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to the grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned trembling with anticipation toward the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes. Other than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Oblivious to how shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school. Ach du Schande! You finally arrived! Ta-da! What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close, it's total shit.
Well now.
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up! We did what he said and found our seats. Junge, stehen sie hier alle wie die Soldaten. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else. Okay, 2 sind schon tot. Which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. Byakuya ist der Einzige, der chillt. And so, a curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Warum steht der Fettsack neben mir? A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial. Ja, speichern! Oh, ich kann mir hier nochmal alles angucken. Steadies your aim a little. Effective during non-stop debate and the Hanksman's Gambit. Effective during bullet. Okay. Sonst habe ich nichts. Trial, all right.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
Frage ich mich gerade
I
auch.
feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Friendship penetrates?
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Stimmt, gute Frage, Celeste.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin!
It's about to begin, the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What that means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use left stick to aim, then fire with the triangle button. Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. And if you press the options button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun! Scheiße. Make your argument.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
Yeah.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Something's off about what you just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened to my room. For this debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. In a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important thought, or, though not always inaccurate, sections of a person's statement. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. So when you see come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward by an argument by holding down the circle button. Well then, good luck and have fun!
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
Ja, das wussten wir ja
And the
schon.
murder took place in Makoto's room.
Ja.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
That's
wrong.
Nun mal langsam hier. Nun mal langsam hier.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Genau.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Na, offensichtlich zwischen Sayaka und dem Killer.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Yeah.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Das ist ein echter Trial, Hifumi. We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Na, das wissen wir schon, es war ein Messer. Kitchen knife set.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Genau.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Halt!
No, that's wrong.
Halt. Mal langsam. Mal langsam, mein lieber Mondo.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife.
Genau.
I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife. But where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Hallo?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right, there's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about the non-step debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely! You can concentrate by holding down the R button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge. And if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun! Genau.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Nee,
He did it in secret.
Halt!
Nobody was...
Ich lass dich gar nicht. Ich lass dich gar nicht erst ausreden, Lady.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Genau. Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you was drinking during your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Und das heißt, sie muss dann, wenn dann, mich gesehen haben.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, Then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Hello?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer.
Das ist eine gute Frage.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case! Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Kannst du mal aufhören, den Finger zu zeigen? Lol.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means, we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So
Genau!
I don't think that's a problem.
Genau,
It is
richtig
a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Du weißt schon, dass...
I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because... they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you talking...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the kitchen knife from Sayaka oder... Na, wenn dann Sayaka, sie wollte doch irgendwas, womit sie sich beschützen kann.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Und es ist ja so, dass Sayaka sich eigentlich beschützen wollte. Also es könnte sein, dass sie das Messer mitgenommen hat, um sich selber zu schützen, weil sie halt so viel Angst bekommen hat.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all!
No! You're wrong!
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Hey, bleib mal locker! Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Danke, Kyoko!
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yeah. As things advance further in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim, triangle button. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If the gauge is 0, if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun! Hangman's Gambit. Na klar, Haare.
Now I understand.
Na klar, stimmt, die Haare, die waren nicht da.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Genau.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is the object the killer broke. Na klar, warte mal, wo ist denn das Ding? Ah, hier.
I got it!
Der kaputte
Evidence
Doorknob.
that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Naja doch, weil Makoto wusste ja, wie man die Tür aufkriegt, ohne sie
You
kaputt
still
zu
don't
machen.
see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Das Smugface, ey. Aber why are the ring act? I almost didn't notice at first. But is that the key point here? There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Na dann, hau raus! From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots there are, there is essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. This is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck and have fun! Genau, der Bathroom Door Frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Moment! Halt!
And finally, the culprit had Sayaka cornered.
And to finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto?
Ich hab mich verschossen! Ich hab mich
We
verschossen!
already know the answer.
Nein. It's not because the door was locked.
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Hoppala, Hilfe!
She then fled into the bathroom.
Also der Killer hat die dort...
Then the killer ran after her.
Genau.
And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
Halt! Das ist eine Lüge! Das ist eine Lüge, mein Freund! Man kann die Türen im Boys Bathroom nicht abschließen.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Ah, ich verstehe. Ich verstehe jetzt. Ich weiß, warum Sayaka... Ah. Ich weiß, warum die Schilder vertauscht waren. Das war von Sayaka. Also jemand... In other words, the important detail about the scene.
I got it!
Es war ja
The
mein
killer
Raum.
must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Danke, dass du es jetzt auch mal akzeptierst. That's what I've been trying to tell
Okay,
you.
then who did do it?
Es muss ja jemand sein, der das halt wie gesagt nicht wusste.
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Naja, der Schlüssel lag auf dem Boden. Also muss er irgendwie seine Hände
Maybe
daran bekommen.
Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Ist halt wirklich so.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. Ich wollte gerade sagen. Genau, deswegen. Es gab ja einen Kampf. Ah, so that's your evidence?
Shoot!
Fuck!
I got it!
Wollte gerade sagen.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates, make sure that you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Okay.
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Wollte gerade sagen. That note, Sayaka wrote?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Hör auf, du notgeile Sau!
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then. Pay attention.
Worum geht's denn jetzt? Oh, na klar.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Ja.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says my room.
I see.
Habe ich jetzt
So
gerade
if
daneben
someone
geschossen?
read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong.
Oder ich glaube, kann sein, dass ich das zweite hätte anschließen müssen.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Aber wer hat die getauscht?
If someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Kann der Typ rechts mal bitte runterkommen?
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Ja.
Right? Okay, then who did it?
Kann ja nur der Killer sein. Hm?
Shoot!
Fuck, nein! Oh, ich habe nur ein halbes verloren. Ja, aber dann kann das ja nur Sayaka gewesen sein.
I got it!
Wollte grad
Me
sagen.
and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Something I want to talk to you about, just us two.
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
Um
To
jemanden zu
understand
beschützen.
that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah.
Kann sein.
What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I got it!
Wollte grad sagen, sieh
All
mal
you
da.
have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Kannst du mal die Fresse halten auf die
Alright,
Dachdi?
then it's about time to solve this mystery.
There's a bit more to learn. Alter! Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. So just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. What? If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. Press the L button to rotate the cylinder and which bullet to fire. Or you can hold down and use the... Oh god. The replica sword sheath, the kitchen knife set, and the replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack!
Halt! Halt,
No,
Kumpel!
that's wrong.
Halt mal, Kumpel! Das kann ja nicht wirklich da reinhauen.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's
Yeah.
a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Ja, wir wissen, dass du nicht so
If
schlau
the sword
bist.
was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse.
Yeah.
In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it!
Ihre Hände, wenn
You're
dann.
talking about her palms, right?
Genau, und wenn ihre Hände das Schwert angefasst hätten, dann wären ja ihre Hände auch voll
The
mit
palms
Gold.
of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Wie willst du Zeit dafür haben?
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all. I got it!
Ich wollte gerade sagen, das war's aber aus.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Ja.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
I got it!
Wenn dann Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own. She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room, where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out, while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation, a totally forgettable kid, or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Was für ein Plot-Twist!
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
Junge, die auf der Seitenlinie haben die Klappe zu
Wouldn't
halten.
it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Oh, die Todesnachricht.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Ein!
No, that's wrong.
Es gibt doch einen. Und ich weiß genau, welcher hier gemeint
There
ist.
still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Und wenn man das Ganze umdreht...
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Ja,
I got it!
ihr linker
Her
Finger.
left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Dreh's mal Ari. Dann hast du's
Hey,
raus.
Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Kyoko hat's herausgefunden.
Yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1-1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Das sieht man, wenn man diesen kleinen Strich da bemerkt.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but...
11.
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Ich weiß es.
You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Nee, dreh mal die anderen um.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Genau. Das ist mir direkt am Anfang aufgefallen.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Is that the killer's real name? If you turn a message 180 degrees, it should become crystal clear. Und wir wissen alle, wer es ist. Leon Kuwata, ich beschuldige dich für den Tod von Sayaka.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Hör mal auf zu lügen
It's
jetzt.
just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
Ja.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Ja. Genau, genau. Wir wissen alle, das hier.
I got it!
Das verbrannte
You
Stück vom
mean
Shirt.
the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're
Bist
right.
du dir sicher?
That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so. Shoot!
Hä? Das ist doch genau das.
I got it!
Ach nee, stimmt ja. Wie
If
er
you
ist
look
entfernt.
closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Leon, woher willst du das wissen?
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Nein.
Interesting.
Genau. Jetzt fängt wieder noch mehr geile Mucke an, ey. Genau, der zerstörte Kristallball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to
Halt!
destroy...
Halt!
No, that's wrong.
Es gibt noch eine Möglichkeit. Du musst nicht an den verdammten Ofen ran.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
But how would you use it?
Natürlich, ihn zu
I got
werfen.
it! The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Ja.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Ah, someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key. So the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
Ein verdammtes
All you
Gericht.
have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
Niemand anderes außer
That's
der...
right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Aber nicht für den ultimativen Baseballspieler, Leon.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Der ultimative
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then, Makoto. Go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered. And the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Aber sowas von, hau raus! Every case has one less element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you notice that in the comic book there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at the missing section and press the X button, holy cow, you get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun! Doch, ja, das... Nee, halt! Nee, halt. Zack.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I'd put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, A strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh,
and that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
Genau,
the killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily. And there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her. But of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Also hat das Ding aufgeschraubt.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator bin, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room.
Genau. Zack!
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Bomb.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed.
Und das war verbrannte Stück
Part of the
Shirt.
shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Genau.
Isn't that right, Leon?
Case closed. This is how
It
your
would appear that
justice
Hiro
ends.
simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Huh? Bullet time battle. Okay, was ist denn jetzt los? Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent will simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB-BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Press the X button and lock onto an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on with the triangle button as the tempo marker reaches its center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent, and if you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that. Point is... right. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At this point, you can press the triangle button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. If you take their statement fast enough and you come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun! Alter, ich kann keine
When the killer
Rückspiele.
removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid! Stupid, 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 stupid!
I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Ich kann sowas nicht. Ich kann keine Rhythmusspiele.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
Alter,
Not a chance.
Hilfe!
Stupid.
Hallo, halt die Klappe mal.
You lie. Shut up. Shut up. Stupid. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
You failed. Scheiße. Ich kann das nicht. Ich kann den dummen Scheiß nicht.
Is this really the end?
Ja?
I refuse to give up yet.
So, warte mal. Ich muss mir das jetzt nochmal in Ruhe durchlesen. Head-to-head battle. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the... Ah, okay. Ich muss auf das untere achten. Press the X button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Okay, also ich muss auf das untere achten. Ich muss mir nicht durchlesen, was der Typ quatscht. Ich muss mir nicht durchlesen, was der Typ quatscht, sondern ich muss auf das da unten achten, auf das Runde.
When the killer removed the screws from the instead, they...
Ja, okay, wir haben uns das schon durchgelesen. So, okay, ich habe das jetzt irgendwie so ein bisschen verstanden. The moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
Oh.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Dein verdammtes Toolkit, mein Lieber. Oh, aber
The
dieses Bullet
screws on the
Time-Ding.
bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, It had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumes there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Hast verloren, mein Freund.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Was ist in sein Gesicht auf einmal? Einen totalen Aran.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
Wenigstens kriege ich nicht ein
What's it gonna be?
Instant Game Over.
What's it gonna be?
Wenigstens kriege ich nicht ein Instant Game Over, wenn ich was falsch mache. Und muss dann das Ganze nochmal von vorne machen. Vote! Uh-oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawata!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe
You
it.
son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'll be the one standing here. There was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, and that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine. Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have seen something like that happen to them and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even if some things that weren't so pleasant. That's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
She was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I never know. Because there's nothing I could do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that. Hoi howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seemed so nice and lovey on the outside. But inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us, this is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that. Off with everything, it's all your fault! Suddenly in a frenzy I launched at Monokuma. But...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! That was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackguard Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
That's it?
Yeah, I was just protecting myself in the heat of moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. You came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an uncluded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. Swa? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who puts us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just happens that there is nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Chills! Kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now!
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the school rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh Gott. Ja, er merkt, dass jeder sich gegen ihn verschwört. Idiot. Oh, aua. Ein Baseballfeld? Oh nein! Nein! The one fell in blood. Holy shit! RIP! RIP, Alter! Ouch. Holy shit. Das war abgedreht, aber geil. What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control! What's going on?
I can't take it.
We really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it!
Well,
hey, if you don't like it... all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever! But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
what the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal? Seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. Das hat gerade mir voll die Zunge gebrochen. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit! I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground! You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't get free to the outside world. Be trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say? I feel like there's some deeper meaning and hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get back to Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. Left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment...
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear. Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now. Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. She didn't care what happened to you. she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Hesitation attracted failure. It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all of this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward. Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed her little smallest smile. By the way, I have to admit I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Chapter 1, To Survive. The end. Surviving students, 12. The despair bad present. 1 is the loneliest number. Naja gut, wir haben's geschafft. Danke und bye.